Well, here we go again. Welcome back, Commander. This glorious winter weather. The Battle of Moscow. Germany versus the Soviet Union. We, the Germans, will crush the Soviet Union. We will smash through all of their lines without mercy. Or, yeah, then it's going to be valorous and glorious. And keep on watching and see how we do it. Now, I'm playing again on the offensive doctrine. So again, we're going to be tank heavy. Now, this is the third time I've played the offensive doctrine, and I think I'm getting closer to mastering it. I don't know the maps. I don't know the build orders. I don't know the tech trees. So I've been experimenting, and I'm beginning to get. And this one, I think, is the one that. Not the one I perfect, but the one that leads me to learn all the lessons to have it down. Honest. Honestly, it's the game after this that I'm really good at it, not this one. Yeah. But it is a learning curve, and I am learning. I played the Men of War skirmish. Before I started making these skirmishes, I went back and played my favourite Men of War skirmish. And I've recorded it for you. That I found that even after all the thousands of gameplays I've got, you see on Steam it says how many thousands of hours you've got having played the game, and I know how many times I've played that map through again and again and again over the years. And even then, I was learning new tricks. I learned some tricks I picked up here, like using the tank traps to repath the enemy AI. And shooting out the back of turrets with machine guns back facing the turrets, spinning it around. Anyway, I was learning new tricks even now. So this is a learning curve for me. And as you can see, I've started with my build order with the 400 token unit, the Stug. And each of these Gates of Hell skirmishes, you get right at the beginning, you get the option to buy a 400 token, a really expensive unit, and you can have a maximum of 3 of them. Sometimes it's an 88 gun, flat cannon. Sometimes it's a tank. In this case, it's a Stug, assault gun. With the benefit of hindsight, I wouldn't have bought it for the same price. I could have had an anti-infantry tank and a Marder tank destroyer, and I'll discover that during this gameplay. The other experiment I've been doing, so I'm in the gameplays and in the maps I've played thereafter, in the skirmishes I've played ever since this one, that's been my new tactic, is not to go for the most expensive unit right at the beginning, but to go for a slightly cheaper combination of tanks, anti-tank, anti-infantry, and a sniper. Now what you see I've just bought in this one is a sniper and an officer. So I've started my learning curve with sniper, same as usual, business as usual. Use the sniper to, advance the line of sight in the map and pick off infantry while he's at it. Then I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll try the officer. So I went through the next maps, not using snipers but using officers, because at least if they don't shoot, they don't get discovered as quickly, and they don't get shot back at. So I thought I'll try this. I'll go with the officer, see how that works. And then this time, I've gone for a sniper and officer as a duo. So that's twice the expense, but at least the sniper's in the fight. At least he's sitting there and degrading the enemy. No, so I started without the anti-infantry tank bit, so it's going to go a bit slow just to start with. I've also, if you can hear, look at that flat cannon firing up to the north. That's the AI flat cannon with the greens on the minimap. He's taken out the first enemy trench line all on his own, without really me getting involved. I like it when it starts like that. So we can take the first 2 lines, starting with the one on the right. There's a lot of trenches here. Now I've just I've just had a watch through this just before the sound didn't record, so it's my second attempt at recording this video, the voiceover for this video, and so I've got some spoilers. I know it's about to happen. There's a time gap between when I recorded it and when I'm processing it and uploading it, a couple of weeks, so it's not fresh in my mind. But we're going to march on these trenches. It's going to be the infantry are going to have to do all the killing. The infantry and that sniper are the ones that are going to have to take out. So it'll be a bit, you know, it would be a lot faster if something with a 20mm flat cannon just zoomed up there and massacred them all. But we're going to have a slow pop up, and we're bound to win it. It'll be no problem, just slightly slower. At some point on one of these trench lines, and I think there's like 2 or 3 trench lines between us and the capture point here, we're going to bump into something on the lines of a machine gun turret, a mortar pit, or a cannon. I think a machine gun turret is the most likely. But we've got this Stug assault gun behind us, and that's there. So just as and when we hit that, this thing will knock it out. Our advance is assured. Our steady progress towards glory and victory is assured. And the enemy, they're all women, old men and children, and they're conscripts. They don't have the will to fight. It's only Moscow, they don't care. And they got really hungry, and they ate all their officers. So it's not going to be any problem. We're going to crush them. So that looks like a bunch of reinforcements already popping down. Now they're heading straight into were heading straight into our initial base, which is well defended by AI, by the green. It's just blatting them there. I'm tempted to get another sniper or officer, or in this case I'll make both, to go up there and spot for that friendly flat cannon. I think that'll be productive use of them. Now I keep getting lured into buying the most expensive unit every time. This is like the 3rd skirmish I've played. This is the 400 point expensive unit right at the beginning. I could have had a tank destroyer and an infantry destroyer tank and a sniper, but I thought, you know, tank destroyer 200, infantry destroyer 200, or this Stug here for 400, which essentially is doing the same job as a tank destroyer. Right, probably got some better armour. So I keep getting suckered in. I keep getting mentally lured into buying these 400 because it's the biggest unit. It's the biggest. It's the most expensive. I've got to have that, and I think it's through the progress, through my learning progress. This is the map that changes my opinion on that. This is where, from the next map, in the future, in all the maps I play thereafter, I'll be like, actually, I'll buy the 200 units and we'll zoom through the first 2 capture points with them. It'll be really easy. So this, I think, is the last time I'm just going to go for the biggest unit straight off the bat. I've got a kind of progress order now that I'm looking to make. That said, next time I play, I won't be playing offensive doctrine. I'll be playing defensive or irregular or all round. And my tactics, although I think I've developed my tactics for offensive doctrine now, having played it all through. Oh, that's not true. I haven't played through the Finland ones. Having played 2/3 of it. I suggest to you they're going to change when the tech tree changes. Surprisingly, there's quite a few trench lines between me and the first objective. This is quite a long trek. all the longer for me not having the fast gear for stripping them out. So maybe if I stick him further up here, I'm just hoping that these two will spot for the flat cannon that's been shooting them up there. Will continue to shoot with a bit more line of sight, a bit more shooty from him. So that's all good. Now here's one guy here behind these reels. The other one is just up there behind the sandbags on the left against the wall. You can just see his head sticking up over the edge of the wall. Snipers on him. Follow the sniper sight. Left hand wall, bunch of sandbags, guy there, just about to fall out, go to sleep. Fall down, mate. Top left. See him? Sniper sight? Pow. Alright. Took me ages to find him. I was like, what the hell? I could see him on the mini-map. I never found him when I was doing the playthrough. I didn't find him when I was just doing my failed record a couple of minutes ago. Now I know where he is. It's easy when you know he's there. So look at that trench line right close to, I mean, charge in, see how it goes. If there's like a machine gun nest on the other side of that wall and I charge in, it'll be very painful, especially if it's a big 50 caliber machine gun nest. So that's my second order build, as I bought the wrong item again. It's not the order I'm going to do it in if I play it again. I bought the Tank Hunter 200. These are the starting units that I like to have to take to the first trench. Tank Hunter like that Marder. What did Matey say it was? He said it was I think he said it was a Panzer 1 chassis, Panzer 2 chassis with a mounted gun on it, and the gun was either German made or originally it was a captured Russian gun, a captured Russian 76. But yeah, so I'd like to start with a Marder and something that, you know, something anti-infantry with a flat gun. A little 20mm cannon, something like that. I definitely want it in the mix. And that, you know, this is enough to duel, certainly for the first line of defence, this is enough to duel any machine gun nest or anti-tank cannon that we encounter. You know, it can go toe to toe with anything we meet here. So that's what it's going to do. I'm risk averse with the Stug could do that as well. In fact, the Stug could probably do it better. It's probably got better armour. I mean, it's doing the same. The Stug does the same job for twice the price. I'm risk averse because it costs twice as much. I've refused to send it into battle in case I lose it. And oh my god, I've wasted it. That's a stupid logic. Yeah, having bought it, I should use it. But no, I've bought it, so I'm going to covet it, nurture it, keep it safe. Alright, so he's almost got line of sight with the right hand line. We're starting with, the left hand line, but we're going to start with the right hand line. So we can have a sneaky peeky. What's that saying, Tarkov? Cheeky breeky? I don't know what that means. It's got some. Catchphrase, some comedy show or something. Don't know anyway. Cheeky breeky. Sneaky sneaky. Popped in and we found the cannon. That cannon there. I think Armada, who's almost, look at who's, someone's firing, it might be him firing back, might be there. So I think Armada, who's pretty nicely, as luck would have it, lined up on that. I think he's good to duel it. I think he can have a cannon off shootout with that, face to face, a face off, and win comfortably. And the cannon's bigger, and he's got at least the same amount of armour. But no balls. Look at him. He's just hesitating. Do I have to? Can't somebody else go? I don't really want to. He's going to have to. That's his job. It's possible, however, I could get it looking the other way. At least, at the very least, I could get it looking at the infantry with the wrong, without armor-piercing ammunition equipped. But again, I mean, this could be really disastrous, couldn't it? I pop him around the corner, machine gun, 50 caliber machine gun rips into him. That cannon fires up explosive straight into. I could lose quite a few men as I run around the corner of this wall. Oh, they're coming! Look, they're coming for me. They've been baited. Let's see if we can retreat back here and get a firing line on them. No. Oh, worth a try. It's a tense moment and I'm falling asleep with tension. So I've just ordered the next unit. It's going to be... Wait for all the tension. The anti-infantry tank. There you go, like a Panzer 1 or whatever that is, Panzer 2 or Panzer 2. And this is what I should have started with. This Panzer 2, that Marder, and a sniper, and we have just... That's my winning combination for the first two trench lines, for the first enemy line. And I think that applies basically to... That's my model for every offensive doctrine map in the game. You can afford all three of those units right from the minute you load the game, and you've got enough then to blow up the first two, to capture the first 2 points without losing a man, without interruption. Just zoom in, massacre it, zoom on to the next one, massacre it. By then you've got some more options to buy stuff which you probably don't even want, which if you're me you won't want, and you've got some resources. And you can leave, you know, a unit of infantry in each to defend it that you started with. So this amazing barbed wire, which didn't stop anyone walking through it. I don't know if you've noticed, but the guy who laid this barbed wire left holes in it. So they just, instead of stopping infantry, they just walk straight through it. Doesn't slow them down, doesn't bother them, doesn't funnel them onto a machine gun. Just, it's decorative barbed wire. Very decorative. Well done. Yeah. Right, my precious Stug is in position for a sideswipe. My not so precious Panzer 2 is coming up to basically eradicate all known infantry. And I genuinely still think I'm going to have to do a duel with the Marder and the anti-tank gun up here before it starts murdering everything. I thought I'd try a tank, you know, breaching. That's what you do, isn't it? You go where they're not expecting you and then you shoot all the infantry. You're looking at the wrong place. So I don't think the cannon's got line of sight on him from there. I might tear this wall down so that everything's an easier target. I don't think that cannon up there is going to get line of sight of me at all. I think it's completely blocked. I hope so, otherwise I'm about to explode. Right, up you go, lads. Why don't you take the next trench? I've seen someone. Who have you got? Oh, there's quite a lot of them out there. So you've seen this trench line, and this is where the cannon is. Like. So now, hopefully, the cannon's reloading high explosive to shoot infantry, which is completely the wrong round to shoot this Marder. And mind you, the Marder's equipped with blooming anti-tank, so we're equally as stupid. I've outmaneuvered him, but outmaneuvered myself too. No, just HE, mate. That's better. Load some HE. So I've blown my advantage there. I did have the... but I should still beat it. Assuming he gets his eye in. No. Alright, as I thought. He's going to reload it. And then, let's keep firing. Don't know whether it's finished, destroyed, or secured. I think we're going with... Doesn't look too functional, does it? Doesn't look too smart, too clever. And let's pop up here, and that should be... Oh, something more up there. Should be agreeable just to send this infantry tank in. And I predict that this line is about to fall any second. We're just going to storm it. Yeah, once I got the formation I was looking for, which is the anti-infantry tank and the Marder and the tank destroyer, it's going to happen. Gone green? Gone green. Capture. Success. You now have a whole new infantry unit to choose from that I'm not going to choose right now. And here come the reinforcements, so we're going to have to hold it. He probably wants to reman that cannon, doesn't he? I don't think he's going to. Now, rinse and repeat. Do that to the next trench line on the left. Or push forward. What's it to be? So I think I can afford to advance my officer and snipers, my visuals. I'm trying to look through with that my glasses on. I'm trying to look at those icons and see what new units I've got and what they do and who they are. No, it's random. So I've chosen one because I've never had it before. I don't know what it is. Let's find out. for. You know, on a potluck, lucky reinforcement. Spin the wheel, see what you get. Reinforcements arrive. That's what I've done. And here he is. Truck full of infantry. I like it. Yeah, that's basically what I was going for. I was going for some well-armed infantry. At least I think that's what I was going for. But I might also have been going for a mortar truck. You know, I don't know. It's all a bit random. Look at their massive backpacks. So that guy's got, I think he's got a flamethrower in there. Could be fun. So yeah, as I said, this is still a bit experimental. I am checking out all the possible combinations of units in the tech tree that I can get now. Is he just going to drive straight into a cannon and explode? Yeah, apparently not. Good. Staying alive. Staying alive. I'm great at singing. We could practice together. Now, something to the right. Now, I'm assuming that means that in my mind is a plan to keep going up the right. Just to keep advancing along the right flank. That's clearly not. I didn't take him to the nearest spawn. Enemy spawn. What did you call it? Capture point. So, there they are, my shock troops. These troops will lead us to victory. That's the sniper and the officer who are going to light up that base for us there. Look. See what's in the trench line and critically see what's there in the way of static defences, in the way of machine guns, cannons. Things that can make a real mess of me. Oh, we found a tank. We found some kind. Oh, look at these. And where's a cannon and a machine gun? Okay. And a few blokes in the trench. Now we're equipped to just massacre all of that. Our anti-tank, you know, armada, or even our Stuggy. It's just going to smash it. Hopefully before it finds my officer and sniper. Quite fancy putting snipers in these watchtowers. What do you think? Got plenty of line of sight up there, can see over the top of things. Meantime, let's get him and him to come and duel that which needs to be killed. Comes the tank. He wants it. He's found something he wants to kill. Didn't like out from there. But we can capture that. That could be our little silly tank. This tiny cannon and pathetic armour. Just what we're looking for in a tank. I don't know why I'm hesitating. There's nothing there that can phase me. Get in there, boys. Send the armour in. Yes, I'm pretty confident of victory. I think the first phase has been slight. It's been slower than it could be, but broadly speaking, very successful. No casualties, no huge and pauses. Didn't spend half an hour just looking at it, waiting for Christmas. It doesn't look like Christmas is far away, let's face it. There's plenty of snow. Yeah, I think that's the machine guns. And say goodbye to himself. Bye, mate. You had a chance. Should have surrendered. You had your chance. Now, is that some other kind of emplacement there? Gun emplacement? As well as the machine gun? It looks like it is. As well as the machine gun and the tank. That's another machine gun. Fine. No fear of you. The only just pointy thing about those Stugs, they don't have any kind of bow machine gun. They don't have any dedicated infantry kill other than the high X. Reman the other one. That was foolish of you. There's my next unit, another anti-infantry tank. He can just drive straight into the centre of that. Frankly, I don't know why the last one isn't. Only because he's cowardly and lazy. Of course, behind that will be the next line, which will have tanks, anti-tanks, maybe some mortars. Doesn't hurt to be cautious, except, you know, when I'm watching it through, it hurts. It's boring. Speed up. Go Rambo. But slow and steady wins the race. Creeping Doom. So this is my combination of tank crews. Let's go and steal that. Everybody likes a free tank, even if it is a silly tank. They're about to just disappear, aren't they? He's going to get them. So we should basically advance and capture that trench line, and then we're on to the next ones. Now, judging by the speed I'm taking it, it's going to be a slow game. Oh, really nice. 2.5 hours gameplay. So, with that in mind, let me just skip forward to the next contact. It should be in just a couple of seconds' time as we advance into that trench line and finish it off. Shuffling around up here. Let's put the sniper in the watchtower, like I said I wanted to. Flesh out these trenches on the right. I think that's where the advance is going to go next. Look up the right, since we're all here. The centre, which you haven't quite captured yet. You can see reinforcements are coming to play with it. It's going to be pretty safe. It's going to be, you know, pretty defensive, pretty well defended. I don't think it's going to fall back into enemy hands. Might even bring up this little machine gun Kubel wagon. Yeah, he's got a machine gun. It'll get used. Now there'll probably be some counter-offensive when I capture this point, which is probably why I'm hesitant to capture it right now. I'm preparing, preparing my line for a counter-attack. And let's skip forward while that gets repaired. And we've got contact. So this is it. We're sending the sniper and the officer in to capture this. Or at least spot. That's the next line over that hill. Ta-da! A magic tank.
Jawohl.
I wonder what those cages are for. And I think we're just going to keep him there as a trapdoor spider. No, perhaps not. I don't really like having him out in the open like that. I also like having these. I like having a clear line of sight. I've got quite a lot of artillery units, long range strike. And he's not a very good assault unit for our next line of defences that is likely to be in range of stuff like 88 guns or what have you. But he can certainly stop any infantry push. He's a useful unit. Look, you can almost see the gears churning in my mind. What am I going to do next? Oh, here's what we're going to do next. We're going to send some spotters. The officer and the sniper. I'm not putting them standing right next to each other in case of a tank shot. Oh, and there's a tank, so... Now, hopefully I've baited him. Hopefully that tank will try and follow. So I've got quite a lot of anti-tank down here. I didn't see what it looked like, but... There he is, yeah, he's come for it. He's took the bait. So he's got 2 Stugs and a Marder and a tank the same as him to drive into. And they're hitting, that's quite well he's shooting. Got quite a long range. That's the same as him, tank versus tank. Let's pull it back. That's not the way. We don't want to be fighting a fair fight or a duel. Not in that thing. Oh, that heap of junk. I want him to retreat into our bigger guns. Oh my god, oh, which unfortunately are placed really far back. Not very aggressive. Come on. Chop chop, go and get him. You know it's your job. Oh no, it's getting repaired. He can't chase me. I've tracked him. That's going to be my firebase right there. It's going to be my left flank firebase. Done it. Yeah, those tanks are pretty weak. Like, it didn't take much either time to I'll just get him to be backstop or wide infiltrator squad, anti-infiltrator. So the firebase there itself, I think is, you know, if I walk my infantryman 1 step forward, he'll capture it. But I think round this shed here, there's going to be some kind of, where that tank was, I'm sort of expecting there to be some kind of nasty artillery. Something tank destroying. Like maybe, you know, in those sandbags out the front of it. Something there, hiding at the back there'll be an artillery piece of some description. 152 or a Stalin, what do they call it? Stalin's hammer? The big artillery piece on the, you know, on the tractor treads moves itself. So I've gone for another sniper and another officer. And this is because I want to make a firebase on the left flank. I want to create a line across the map now, from left to right. and I'll go and fast forward while they get in position. Won't take me a second. Hang on. So here they are, the officer and the sniper running up the left flank up to the next point of contact, and brought an infantry squad ready. Now on the left flank, the officer and the sniper stopped just before the next trench line, just before the next capture point. That's bound to have a mortar in it, it's bound to have a cannon in it, it's bound to have a flat cannon in it. It's suicide if they move forward, and also when the reinforcements come that way, they'll get spotted and they'll have to retreat. So they're overextended there, I think. And I'll need to send either pull them back when a Zerg comes their way, or hopefully I'll have upgraded the line with some better units of my own, some tanks and some cannons and whatnot. I'm going to push up the right. Sniper and spotter are coming. Part in that trench line, so I've got just one infantry up there. I might get a sniper in this watchtower. Got a normal rifleman, it didn't do me any favours. So the sniper's in that tower. I think he's nibbling away at things. I'd like to push up the right flank. I'd like to push up the right flank, capture some static emplacements, and have a firebase that controls a whole load of the map right at the top. That would be ideal. Yeah, watchtower guys getting some kills. Yeah, there. So I think that's a death trap. And we're going to fast forward to contact, to the point of contact. See you in a second. Here we are. Didn't take long. A couple of seconds later. Snipers found them. That's the trench line we want. And again, I'll fast forward a bit more. Alright, we're off. Let's see what this triggers. We get up here and see how that annoys. Ready to retreat fast. I might be able to get inside that trench line. One down. Is the sniper going to get him? If not, it'll be too late. He'll miss his chance. His mates will steal his thunder. Ah, yeah, look at this. Duck down, boys. So, that's at least one anti-aircraft gun, possibly two. and God knows what else. Wouldn't it be nice if we captured that and had that as our gun position? Only 4 men to do it, that's probably not enough. Oh, we've annoyed something. Right, so we better bring up our anti-tank because he's not really in position to retreat, is he? General advance, or at least right flank advance. Oh, they've hand grenaded it. Good lads, good lads. Well done. However, they have left their trench. Not feared of being crushed by the tank and all jiggled out of safety. Damn it.
Feindliches Maschinengewehr. Achtung, Feindgeschütz.
First casualty, first loss. What shooting?
Jawohl.
Sneaky cheeky, sneaky breaky, cheeky breaky. Sneaky deaky, cheeky breaky. Maybe he can get in, maybe he can throw a grenade from the edge of that trench line. Duck, duck, get down. Well, something we've got is in range of that, no? Maybe that's the Stugs. And something wicked is coming down the centre. Hopefully it's not going towards the officer and the sniper, but instead going towards the line of tanks. Yeah, I think you're in trouble, mate. To be fair, he's in trouble too. Shoot him! No, shoot him. Punch him. Something. Yeah, punched him. Punched him. Oh, that was a grenade. That's why he's almost dead. He's not going to make it, this fella. Damn it.
Achtung, feindliches MG.
Beastie Boys are fearless, glory hunters. Want nothing more to land a grenade in that anti-aircraft gun. Trouble is, how many grenades have they got? I want to save one. The AI is throwing them, I'm not asking it to throw them. The AI's just decided that's a good thing to do. Frankly, it's probably right. Pow! I guess they could, so they're out of grenades, I guess they could loot some, can't they? Loot a body, mate.
Wie lauten die Befehle?
grenades. So. And the first gun's decrewed, look. That's good news.
Rücken wir aus? Jawohl.
Shoot him, shoot him. Punched him. My goal is definitely to capture these two. I really do want this as a firebase. I think that's just be ninja, a real ninja move. Total ninja play. Let's do it, boys. Oh, for these, it's not an easy fight. Don't just look at him, shoot him. Shoot him. You have a gun in your hand. It's pointing at him. Pull the trigger. For the love of God. Where do you shoot that enemy standing next to you? He's crawled off. Alright, got some reinforcements for him. You know, a proper load of dudes up there. New sniper and officer duo. He's moving as fast, isn't it? Must be a jeep or something. I wonder if that stuff's got depression, if I could just pull him forward a centimetre or something. I'm sure he hasn't got depression, I'm sure he's a very happy tank. My first ammo truck. Yay. First of many. And let's advance it. Well, it's about to kick off actually. I'll pull him a bit forward. Now I think he's got depression. He might actually start using his gun now. What's up here? What's coming? One of those armoured car things. Didn't last long. Right, this is their reinforcement now. My reinforcements have just arrived. About to jump in that trench if they're not in it already. Which is why we can now see, oh there. Yeah, my reinforcement trench squad for that trench has just turned up. And he's got a reinforcement squad simultaneously coming down the centre. They're not a worry. What's going to happen in that trench is a worry. In fact, they're taking casualties fast. I ought to be micromanaging it, but... I get my new units to deploy nicely. And I can't be in two places at once. And they're just getting hammered because I'm not there looking after them. What's left now? Still. Can you do?
Geschütz.
Should have been there for you boys. Could have saved you.
Entdeckung. Schnell jetzt.
Now, where was I? He's doing that. I'm going to flee for the... Don't do it. He's doing that annoying AI thing where you
Feindliches MG.
spawn him, send him up to where you want him to go, and when he gets there he turns around and goes back to the spawn point. So frustrating. Why? So that's the side, that's the left flank firebase I wanted to make. And I think their reinforcements coming onto my line should sort itself out. Shouldn't need any management from me. These boys are doing good fights, so let's keep them in ammo.
Feindliches Maschinengewehr. Feindliches Geschütz. Achtung, feindliches MG. Dringend Unterstützung.
It's not the optimum tank to be taking that on, but I brought Armada. I've asked Armada to pop up and back up this infantry tank. And it does look to me like both of the AA guns have been taken out. If I can just survive this armoured car.
Wir brauchen schwerere Waffen.
Now I sort of think, although I could rush men into those AA guns, they're right next to the enemy trench. I think it's going to be under heavy fire if they do. You guys got a grenade? Anti-tank grenade?
Ist los.
No. Brilliant. That's good news. He's in trouble.
Jawohl.
So I think these guys can possibly take... They're in a strong position now to complete their objective, which is capture those guns. Oh, he's remanned one. Stop it. I don't know if you can see on the mini-map, but there's two white emptied guns and there's a little red gun behind it. So I think there's like a machine gun post right behind those two anti-aircraft guns. You know, the anti-aircraft emplacements, which would make my infantry charging it precarious, to say the least. Maybe this guy can do something. Maybe you can pop up on the hill and kill whatever that machine gun is without exploding. Let's find out. Could be a bit sacrificial. Yeah, that's a bit scary. Didn't make it. I don't know what shot him. Some sort of big tank. wonder if the tank that shot at him will now come on, will now chase him. You know, will be activated. Come looking baited. Will come looking for more trouble. No, doesn't seem like he's coming on. So don't mind. He'll look good on the left. Oh, I guess I'll put it on the right flank to replace the dead one. I bought him for the left flank, but looks like the right flank needs him more now. Let's give these guys some ammunition train. Keep them indefinitely in the fight. And I've got to work out how to kill whatever just killed our little infantry tank. I got something big and juicy and dangerous. Just stand up there and pop it. Might be a good idea to get some spotters in.
In Deckung! Schnell jetzt! Was machen wir jetzt, Truppenführer?
Right, this team of mighty warriors, come and take the trench. Oh, look, artillery. Where's the artillery going? Definitely fired artillery. Where did it land? Who's he shooting at? Manually drove him into a tree. Quite like him snuck into that ditch thing. That's a good. Got some nice cover for him. Now, you boys, how you getting on? Oh, look. So they're in trouble. They got to not engage that. Actually, it's just suicide. So that is why I had troops on that. This is why I put those two tanks on the left to deal with infiltrators. Totally outclass that. Right, next wave of infantry into that trench. Here we go. Not so much to kill them there anymore, just that big tank on the hill was really quite annoying. And I've got the infantry tank to back them up. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. I want it. How can we capture it? Look at that beauty. Tell me we can just disable it and steal it.
Wie lauten die Befehle? Bleibt in Schussposition! Schnell in Deckung! Feindliches Entgehen!
Is he triggered though? Is he going to rush us? Nothing here is a machine gun. The snipers popping off one by one. Where's that jeep? Look on the right hand side, that big, whatever it is, mobile Uber cannon. It's almost on my trench line. He's shooting at, but I ain't going to enjoy it much.
Runter, Kameraden! Feindliches MG!
Can't just decrew him. Give it to me. I want it. Oh my god. That gave me a headache. There's my two spotters. It really is down to you, Marder.
In Deckung! Rücken wir aus?
Mind you, it hasn't got a machine gun or anything. We could just walk up to it, stick a hand grenade on it.
Deckung! Weitere Bewegung! Nordosten! Deckung!
Nehme das Ziel ins Visier.
Bye bye!
And do it quickly, some infantry's coming.
Für den ist der Krieg vorbei.
Mich hat's erwischt! Scheiße, der hat mich fast erwischt! Dort hinten kommt noch mehr! Was sollen wir tun?
Ich nehme ihn aufs Korn.
Nächstes Mal hast du nicht so viel Glück! Scheiße, der hat mich fast erwischt! Schnell, wir müssen jetzt weiter!
Well, that's going to disable it. Where's the best place? I mean, look at it. It's an armoured brute. Is there a best place? Or is there any worst places? Well, check on his engine or something.
In Schussposition bleiben!
They're not getting shot at there, so I might be able to move my tank up on crest that hill. Just kill every crewman and leave it alive. I don't know what that is. Oh my god. Turn around and shoot at me.
Panzer! Sani, hier rüber! In Deckung!
Shoot his turret, or his gun, and his track. And we could just wait for him to send troops out to repair, and eventually we'd have it. Oh, shot my own guys.
Achtung, Männer! Feindlicher Panzer! Bereit halten! Scheiße! Ein Bein! Ein Bein! Schnell jetzt! Der Feind! Feindlicher Panzer! Bereit halten! Scheiße! Ein Bein! Ein Bein! Schnell jetzt! Der Feind! Feindlicher Panzer! Bereit halten! Scheiße! Ein Bein! Ein Bein! Schnell jetzt! Der Feind! Feindlicher Panzer! Bereit halten! Scheiße! Ein Bein! Ein Bein! Schnell jetzt! Der Feind!
don't know the gun. I can't believe that gun's not big enough to go through it. Maybe a better angle. Oh, didn't get it. But
Männer, sucht euch Deckung!
I suggest to you it's time we took the anti-aircraft guns. Look.
Schnell in Deckung! Ich hab ihn!
That one.
Unten bleiben!
Befehl wird ausgeführt.
Schnell, in Deckung!
Alles
Alles
klar,
klar, Männer!
verstanden.
Folgt mir!
Wann geht's los?
Daniel, magst du mal ein Foto von Lisa sehen?
All right. Feeling good about that. That's the firebase I wanted. Mission accomplished. Now we take this base. We are, however, at the front. We are at the tip of the shield, the tip of the spear here. So, you know, tank zergs will be expected to run into us. We're going to have to reinforce this with things like more marders.
Sucht euch Deckung! In Deckung! Ich glaube, ich hab ihn erwischt!
Oh, look at that. That was a quick capture. Now we're going to get a reinforcement wave. That's also bad. We may or may not be ready for. Let's find out. So I want to build... Let's get him into play. Him into play. Still a reasonably strong defensive position. And we've also got airstrikes now, I think. So we'll use one sooner or as soon as possible, and then find out where the enemy, things like the enemy artillery is. We'd love to know that. All right, here comes some armored attack. It's a tankette. Alright, that's our first airstrike. I don't know if it's a strafing run or not. I think this is a strafing run, so hoping it'll just decrew some kind of gun, maybe hopefully an artillery piece. What's here? Cannon, mortar, cannon. Yeah, oh, look at all this stuff. Anti-aircraft gun, cannon. Tell you what, we've just missed targeting at the artillery. There's the artillery there, I think. I only just missed the artillery.
Schnell, Männer, in Deckung! Schnell in Deckung!
Oh, so 50 cal, that's worth having, isn't it?
Was zum Teufel macht ihr da? Feuer erwidern! Ja?
Nehme ihn aufs Korn. Nehme das Ziel ins Visier. Gehe in Schussposition. Er ist so gut wie tot.
Waffen überprüfen!
Ich nehme ihn aufs Korn.
Sucht euch Deckung!
Right, you lot, let's get some stronger defences.
Schnell in Deckung jetzt.
Where do I think the artillery was? I think it was here. Behind this building. The next building back, I think it was. Still. It's dangerous. Oh, that's another tank out with the same one as before. This is a good spot. These guys have fire control over basically half the map. Not just things that are directly coming to get it, but things that are trying to drive past, go elsewhere. Like that man there. So the general advance, let's pull everybody up on the right flank. So send some more reinforcements up to the right. Look, I'm sending a couple more, another tank and another armour, another Marder and another Panzer II up to support my right firebase. I've got a scout out running around here, like this scout unit. We're gonna artillery hunting basically. I can find and capture or find and destroy his artillery. That'd be pretty nifty, but they're in a dangerous spot because not only are there a buttload of enemy emplacements around, but there's a load of respawners. Reinforcements will suddenly zoom a tank or suddenly zoom in right next to them. They really couldn't predict. Like what's happening right now. Like, see that tank? Yeah, it could have been that building. I sort of think if they get in these buildings, they'll stay there forever and they'll really open up line of sight and cause conniptions for the enemy AI. It'll just be everything that spawns will be circling this block of flats for the next half an hour. But it hasn't shown me where the artillery is, which is a problem, which is the object of the exercise. Shooting him out of that cannon, right. Not much point of them staying there if it's just going to keep chipping away at them.
Wir sind in der Überzahl.
Yes, I think right about there, where they're headed, is where the artillery piece was. Not here. Not where I'm asking them to go now, but
Da drüben!
Jetzt haben wir sie.
Such Versteckung!
yeah, I think there. Where I've asked, I think that's where they're headed. Is where the artillery is. Looks like they'll be lucky to get there. They've got a tank behind them. No, it doesn't seem to be there. Oh yeah, you know, something's out here. No, can't find it.
Sie sind uns unterlegen! Macht weiter!
Wir haben den Vorteil, Männer.
Have to keep running. All that tank's going to get them. There, yes, that's it. That's it. It was where I said they were. They stood right next to it. Didn't shoot it. Ah, let's try. That'll do the job. Yeah, we found it. I guess I could have remembered where that was. So there's so much to take in the first time they fly over. So many things to spot. Oh, don't get shot down before you get a bomb off, mate. Bomb off. What? What? What happened?
Jetzt haben wir sie.
You didn't bother. Maybe that's a strafing run. That's a bit disappointing. An anticlimax. That was the big boom and the enemy's top unit dead. I mean, come on. That's what we wanted. That's why I clicked it. You said you could do it. Decrewed it. That's not good enough. Bomb it. Yes, thank you. That's what I'm talking about. So I you know, that gives us pretty free reign now to run around. That's his nastiest piece of equipment done. Right, this right flank's only getting stronger. Yeah, so I'm broadly happy with this. I know I'm having a bit of a massacre up at the top here with the infantries, just holding that space and exploring it, but it's a strong position and it's holding. And I'm not really losing big units. I'm only losing the units I choose to sacrifice, if you see what I mean. The line's holding without issue. That's not to say I couldn't use a whole load more tanks down here. You shouldn't get them. I haven't captured either of the upgraded tank spawns, to be fair, so it's still on the starter now. Hide. Still on the starter spawns. And the reinforcement tanks that have been coming have been at best BT5, so it's not, you know, it's tankettes and BT5. I haven't seen a T34 yet, for example. Let alone any KVs. I know we had that big Uber self-propelled gun. Don't even know what that is. Might as well take out all these statics with the Air Force. Yeah, see, look at all these static in place guns all around the centre. It is riddled with them. Absolutely riddled with them. I guess that was another strafing run, not a bombing run. Oh, someone shooting us. Someone with a puny gun is shooting us. Alright, what's the next point of contact? Zerg down the centre. We could tighten that up. We could extend the right hand flank so that those infantry just kind of melted as they ran past more machine guns and flaks. But I wouldn't mind more Marders on the top. Look, there are tanks just constantly coming this way. I wouldn't mind those tanks dying quicker. They die quick, but they don't die quick enough. This is the bomber this time. I'll get rid of him. Annoying gun that he is. Keeps firing at me. It's not fair. It's like a BT5, BT7. He's just going to explode right where he stands. Yeah, we didn't have a good time. Nor was this anti-aircraft gun. That's going to be savaged. The next one I've chewed up for I've marked the next one up, that one, for a strafing. It's not a mortar. Or maybe it is. I sort of think that top right firebase ought to get some ammunition as well. It really wants upgrading, just wants upgrading and upgrading and upgrading. Oh, silly tank. Oh, looks like 2 crewmen there. Maybe I could repair that other silly tank. Oh, it might be a fight to get there. We've only got pistols. They're pretty brave though, right? I mean, Bruce Willis could do it. He only has a pistol. Alright, next round of spotters. That's a sniper and officer just spawned. Ah, and an ammunition truck, just what the doctor ordered. Oh, it's not spotters, it's anti-tank and tank crew. I thought about sticking anti-tanks in all the buildings all around town. You know, their tanks are driving through that town. Might as well have them driving under the windows of anti-tank men. I haven't really had a lot of tracking action since they patched it to make tracks harder to take off, which is a shame. So I'm not sure that sticking anti-tank crews around the place in every window is going to be an amazing tactic, which is a shame because it sounds like one to me. Yeah, he's got to get himself down to the front, mate. Without exploding, park yourself up here somewhere. Go on the anti-aircraft guns. Yeah, they got pistols. They better take it. Yeah, that's a good place for the anti-tank guys. They seem to have pacified the area. So you've captured it. Now you get to fix it. And if you capture it and then you fix it, you get to drive it. How about that, boys?
Verstanden.
It's only a diddly tank. They'll probably fix it really quickly. Ah, great. Oh, I think we're going to need to protect them because they're spawning enemies faster than as fast as I wipe them out. The new ones comes in.
Zu Befehl! Da kommen noch mehr! Panzereinsatzbereit! Wo kommt der denn her?
try and hide behind that building, do trapdoor spider, but that's not a good building to hide behind. Not much left of it. Not going as standardly well, this tank repair, but anyway, some of them are still alive. Most of them. At the moment. Get in there and start returning fire, mate. Don't. I've done this a long time ago. Well, my ammo truck hasn't left from where I asked it, hasn't left home yet. Come on. Chop chop. You, what were you thinking of? I asked you to go up there about an hour ago. In a previous lifetime. So lazy, useless. He's asleep at the wheel, look at him. Slap him, that's it. Wake up. To manually drive him over there. He's beyond himself with fear. I'm not going over there. Imagine at least he can probably drive without going through every fence on the side of the road. Unlike me, it's beyond me. There's constant chatter of machine gun fire here, isn't there? Never stops. Ammo truck driving right past his infantry sword. And right through the town of Doom. So many things that could kill it. Will he make it through? Ah, I must have tripped the capture point, the first. I've tripped the first base, that one that I was religiously not capturing, for reasons known only to God and me. Not even me, mainly to God at this point. Oh yeah, to stop me getting a big Zerg or whatever. And stronger reinforcement units to fight. I've now tripped it. So we can expect a wave of reinforcements, a counter-attack. Also that means we can buy bigger and better tanks. Aha. Oh, I think it does. Oh, well, I don't know. You should buy. No, just infantry, isn't it? No, not tanks yet. It's the next two lines that'll give us tanks. Yeah, I think that hill up there where all those dead vehicles are, I think that's the best spot to hold to make for a firebase, an anti-tank base. I know our anti-aircraft guns aren't supporting it directly, but I think that's where I want to take the fight. Take my hold. Mind resupplying those anti-aircraft. Oh, these are the tanks that need the resupply, not the one that's just arrived next to it. But I'd also like to resupply the anti-aircraft guns. They might just be they might not be firing because they haven't got any bullets, for example. That cannon's being annoying. Let's get rid of him. Strafing run, see if that's enough. And he's on the map. Here comes the plane. Meow. And I've put a bombing run in. I want the mortar. Between the mortar and the cannon, and see if it gets. Oh, there are two mortars there. Anti-aircraft gun. That's quite a big one. So if anyone didn't get him, probably didn't have line of sight because of the building. Less. Keep taking them away.
Bereit!
Alright, some more infantry.
Jawohl.
Some more repair guys, line of sight guys. And another AT rifle. I think I'm wasting my time with the AT rifles.
Einsatzbereit.
Spotters up there. Right, mind another gazillion ammo trucks.
Jawohl.
I'd hate to be the one to have to drive them all the way up there again. Uh-huh.
Ja? Haben wir einen Marschbefehl?
Panzer, wir sind einsatzbereit.
Alles klar. Geht's los?
Nur bis Weihnachten, haben Sie gesagt. Natürlich.
So mate, you get your spanner out. So we all want to see your spanner, mate.
Jawohl. Verdammt nochmal. Wann geht's endlich los? Sucht euch Deckung!
Ist das alles?
Here comes a tank. Is it a big tank? Medium tank? I think it's a medium tank.
Scheiße! Der hat mich fast erwischt!
Volltreffer!
He's done a pretty good job of keeping the infantry down, keeping them crushed. So they'll live forever, but doing a good job so far. Yeah, right. It's had its day then.
Verstanden! Wie lauten die Befehle?
Achtung, Feindpanzer!
Yeah, so it's time to get T-34s. That's the that's what happened because I took that point. About a bit harder. Why don't you just die? There's no bomber after him.
Schwere Waffen!
This looks entirely capturable actually. Not that it's going to get me anything, but I could capture that. Well, looks like they finally discovered my sniper and officer on the left flank. Look, the mortars are firing. They've been in mortar range the whole time. Let's do a sniper strafing run on where one of the mortars is, and there's another mortar sort of 2 inches to the right. spotting. Oh, come on, headache. And again, same place. That'll do. I mean, he can't really be very functional out, can he? His barrel must be out. His cannon, his turret looks out. Tracks out. Why don't they just bail out? Flee.
Feindlicher Panzer! Achtung! Feindliches Geschütz!
We've got an airstrike here. At this point, progression is being made by airstrikes. So that was the mortar. This is another strafing run, or it's got one man on it. Another strafing run should finish it. And bombing run there. Water's still alive, there's still a cannon alive, but a lot worse than it was. ammunition. That's what I need. What do you need? Here he is. Is he going to actually do what he's told this time? Out there, I'd like him. Right between the two. Seems pretty quiet. Right, that's no, skipping a big chunk of the stalemate there. Not much has happened. I've just resupplied. I think it's now of ammunition. There's a few more units on the map. Nothing much to speak of. There was a good 15-20 minutes of just the same. Tanks coming in, infantry coming in here, getting killed, infantry coming there. No airstrikes, no, just me flapping and faffing around. So you've missed some faff time. And now it looks like it's time to make some plays. Yeah, let's make a play. Let's capture a point. Or airstriker, static emplacement, or generally upgrade stuff. Buildings they can inhabit. Give me more line of sight. Yeah, oh yeah, that one did. There's that one. There's that one. So I think there's at least a cannon there and a few men, and they've probably reinforced the mortar by now.
Scharfschütze erwartet Befehle. Unterwegs.
We've already done the mortar. Just that cannon to go, so here's a strafing run for it. See if you can take the whole lot out.
Was sollen wir tun?
Yeah, how about that? Strafing run. Oh, we're remanning it. Sniper, get him. Hold on. Get any other idiot that tries the same thing. So that's basically capturable. All of you lot can capture it. Maybe even you lot. Right, that was a play. We made a play. What's next thing? Airstrike for you. Diddle at the cannon. Might as well just get rid of you since you're shooting. Oh, it's next to something else. Maybe I'll get 2 in one. Probably not, but... Oh, it doesn't need to. The anti-aircraft gun's just got smacked out. It's got decrewed by the passing tank. There's a lot of infantry lurking on that side, isn't there? Oh, just having a big mothers meeting. Oh, he's got a hide. He's going to die.
Achtung, feindliches Geschütz!
Wie lauten die Befehle?
Alright, we seem to have won that one somehow. Only just. It was close. Look at that, that's what's shooting us, that old antique. Yeah, that's a big anti-tank. I do get rid of that. There's the other one next to it. 2 more guns on the right. Oh, he's remanned it already. How many capture points to the left? 2, isn't it? The artillery and the end the game one. I haven't looked, but I've got new tanks available as well. I don't know what they'll be. I've got time to check it out. not? Drop a bomb on him. Teach him to shoot at us. Oh, there's a new tank. Mark 4 with a 76 gun, like it. I really want that one, that cannon airstrike. Suppress him with another strafing run. There's not many red dots on the map after those bombs go off, are they? They really clean the area, clean them out. These strafing runs knock out quite a lot of infantry too, not just a target you aim at. Underwhelming. My new cool tanks into the fray. Send them up against a big pit of anti-tank cannons and gotta be a stupid idea. A waste of them. Waste them somehow. Oh, that lot, oh, this lot, they can advance, can't they? What are they doing hanging back here? Been here for far too long. Up you go, mate. All the way up to there, that's it. Yeah, I feel that these two tanks that I'm sending up at the very far left are on a kind of suicidal mission. So there's at least two anti-tanks there. One's pretty big. One's pretty weedy. That's big petit crude. Same for the weedy one. Way. Alright. That's really setting the scene for the next part of the invasion. You can all advance, assuming any of you got tracks left that work. So it's been getting bombarded constantly for a very long time now. And this is where the enemy line. This is where it collapses. I think he's got like an anti-tank gun left, and whatever reinforcements he passes through, and I've got a massive amount of stuff just to chuck in. I could just rush it. For a Zerg rush. Human wave. We haven't found the... Oh no, we blew up the artillery right at the beginning of the airstrike, didn't we? We did find it. You should surrender, or at least run away. You know? Understand it. Job's a good one. Okay, yeah, we beat that one. I knew we were going to. Took a bit of a while. And thanks for coming. Like and subscribe if you're feeling kind. And I'll see you in the next one, I hope. Alright, bye now.